All right, let's talk about it. We're going to pull back the curtain on that invisible force that's basically curating your entire digital life, the recommendation algorithm. I mean, how does it know what you want to watch, or buy, or listen to next? Sometimes before you even do. Well, let's find out.
We've all been there, right? You open up an app, you're ready to find something new, and bam, you're just hit with this tidal wave of options. It's the paradox of choice. There's so much to see, but you have no idea where to even begin. And it turns out this isn't just you, it's a massive problem in our digital world.
And this is exactly where recommender systems swoop in to save the day. Just how important are they? Well, get this. A mind-blowing 80% of all movies watched on Netflix are driven by their recommendations. Think about that. They're not just some helpful little feature. For billions of us, they are the experience.
And it's not just us saying it. As researchers put it, these systems are our main defense against what they call information overload. They're built to be the perfect personal curator, sifting through millions of things to find the handful that are just right for you. But how in the world did they get so good at reading our minds?
Well, it all started with a much simpler approach. Think of it less like actual mind reading and more like a basic guessing game. Yeah, the first recommender systems weren't magic, they were really just playing the odds.
So the most popular method way back when was called collaborative filtering. And the logic behind it is actually beautiful in its simplicity. It's basically digital word of mouth. It just assumes that, hey, if you and I both love the same 3 movies, chances are we're probably going to agree on a 4th one too. It's the wisdom of the crowd, pure and simple.
So back then, you really had 2 main ways of doing things. First, there was collaborative filtering, which was like a store clerk saying, hey, a bunch of people who bought that also bought this. It's all about what the community does. Then you had content-based filtering. This was more like a clerk saying, oh, since you like that movie with that specific actor, you'll probably like this other movie starring them. It looks at the item's DNA, its features.
But here was the problem, a big one. These methods were just too simple, too rigid. They could spot obvious patterns, sure, but they couldn't really capture the complex, quirky, and sometimes totally contradictory nature of human taste. They understood connections, but they didn't really understand you. They'd pretty much hit a wall.
So, to get any smarter, recommendations needed a whole new brain. And that's exactly when everything changed. The entire field got a massive upgrade by borrowing a powerful tool that was already shaking up things like image recognition and language translation. Yep, deep learning.
So what were these new superpowers? Well, first off, deep learning could grasp these incredibly complex relationships. It understood that you might love gritty crime dramas and also lighthearted animated comedies, tastes that just don't fit into a simple box. Second, it could learn straight from the content itself. I mean, literally analyzing the pixels in a movie poster or the melody in a song. And finally, it could model sequences, understanding that what you watch is often influenced by when you watch it.
Okay, so that sounds pretty amazing in theory, right? But how does all this magic actually happen under the hood? Let's take a quick peek inside the machine, I promise, without getting totally lost in the technical weeds.
You know, at a high level, these deep learning models really fall into 2 big families. On one hand, you have models that use a single powerful tool, like a neural network, as their main engine. And then you've got the hybrid models, which get really clever and combine several of these tools to create something even more powerful for a specific task. Let's look at a foundational example called neural collaborative filtering. This really shows the core idea perfectly. The system creates a super rich, detailed numerical profile for you and for every single item it has. Think of it like a digital fingerprint. Your profile captures your unique tastes, and the item's profile captures its core essence.
So let's just walk through it step by step. First, your digital fingerprint and an item's fingerprint get fed into the system. Step 2, they both get translated into those essence vectors we just talked about. 3, and this is the magic part, deep neural layers process these 2 vectors, finding all the tiny subtle patterns that connect your tastes to that item's features. And finally, step 4, it spits out a single score, the probability that you're going to click, watch, or buy it.
And it gets even smarter. Seriously, it's not just about what you've liked in the past. Other models are looking directly at the content. They use tools like convolutional neural networks, or CNNs, to analyze the visual style of a shirt from a photo, or the actual sound waves of a new song, making these recommendations even richer and way more accurate.
Okay, that's the tech. But what does it all mean for us, out here in the real world? It means we're now living in a world that is constantly being tailored specifically for each and every one of us, in ways we're only just starting to wrap our heads around.
This is the engine that's running nonstop behind the scenes of your digital life. It's that Spotify Discover Weekly playlist that feels like it was made by a friend who just gets you. It's the spooky, uncanny accuracy of your TikTok For You page. It's that Amazon product you didn't even know you needed until it just appeared on your screen.
So why does any of this matter? Well, for one, it solves a real problem by saving us from getting buried under endless choices. It also helps creators and artists find their specific audience in a super crowded marketplace. And, on a bigger scale, it's the absolute bedrock of the modern digital economy, driving engagement and sales for countless companies.
But it leaves us with one last, really crucial question to chew on. As these algorithms get better and better and better at predicting what we want, are they simply serving our existing tastes, or are they actively shaping them, kind of quietly guiding us down paths we might not have chosen on our own? It's something to think about the next time you hit play.